Hello YouTube, welcome back to episode 2 of Minecraft classes. So as you can see, I have a little setup, and by the title you can tell that today's course will be over ores and cave basics of minerals and stuff like that, which you will encounter a lot if you are as adventurous as I hope you all are, my students. So, as you can see, I have a whole bunch of stuff laid out and a whole bunch of picture frames and items in them. Now, these are called picture frames, obviously. Duh. Let me take one down for you. And I cannot seem to find it. It has disappeared. So I will try to get you. And you've disappeared. How about you? No. You. No. Okay. Well, anyway, besides the point. This is gold. This is going to be very rare to find. Definitely a big challenge. Gold is not as spectacular as you think it is. Gold is really more of just bragging rights, in my opinion. Gold material is hardly any better than iron and is no better than diamond. So yeah, there's gold. That's what it'll look like in the caves. It is becoming nighttime, so let me get a bed. Okay. Let me get out of the inventory. And we will sleep the night away. Sleep it away. There we go. Alright. So, that is gold. Iron. Iron is... oh, it's not common, but it's not rare. So, it's more of a uncommon. Well, no, it is common. I'm going to put it as common. Iron is a common resource. You're going to need it to build a lot of materials, such as it is the base necessity for anvils, iron equipment such as tools, weapons, armor, anything like that. Other mechanical items such as iron doors or anything, or pistons, sticky pistons, stuff like that. Okay. Very common resource is of course coal. This is what it'll look like when you mine it out. You will get the coal immediately extracted from the ore. That's what you receive. This little thing here. Looks like a turd. Anyway, but this is what you will receive from the coal ore. You will get a piece of coal immediately. These are very common. You can actually find them on the surface around areas with stone surfaces. So that's very common. This is called bedrock. You cannot break this in survival. This is literally the base. It tells you, hey, this is the bottom of the world. You can't go any farther down. You know that you've hit rock bottom when you've hit bedrock. Literally. So that is your sign saying, hey, you're too low. Get out. You can find some okay stuff around levels of bedrock, but more often than not, you're just going to find stone. That's about it. This is called lapis, lapis lazuli, or just straight up lapis. It doesn't really have much of an ore. I didn't really pull it out. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. And there it is. Well, no. Okay, so this is what lapis will look like when you harvest it straight out of there. Is that? I'll put it in this frame. That's what it'll look like. So that's what lapis will look like when you get it out. It comes straight out from the ore, and it's not really an ore. It's more of just something that you can dye wool with and stuff like that. All right, moving on. Diamond. This will be one of the most rarest items that you can even hope to attain. Diamond is great equipment. It is very powerful. It is very good armor. It is very good weapons and stuff like that. You will definitely need this to continue a journey if you are a very adventurous person. Moving on, mossy stone. If you find mossy stone in your mining, you're near what is called a dungeon. This is where you will find a mob spawner, at minimum 2 chests, and they will all contain resources that you can use. Sometimes they'll have books, sometimes they'll have enchanted books, sometimes they'll have cocoa beans, sometimes they'll have wheat, sometimes they'll even have just a saddle. They'll have just some random stuff generated into them. But these are very rare to find and always a good sign if you're a fighter and an adventurer at the same time. So this is good for you. Alright, moving on. Redstone. This is what a redstone block looks like. You will find these pretty deep down. They'll usually be around lapis or gold or iron, sometimes near some diamonds, but overall these are pretty rare as well, and they're very useful. Redstone has many purposes regarding um, mechanics, because redstone is the base necessity for a mechanical item, or advanced or not easy mechanics as well. So definitely go for redstone. If you find it, you need an iron pick to harvest it. And oh, I forgot to mention, yes, you need just a regular pickaxe. You can have wood, iron, stone to mine this up. Wood, iron, stone, or higher, basically. Wood or higher. Wood or higher. Wood or higher. Iron or higher. Stone or higher. Iron or higher. Iron or higher. Those are all the ores. These can be mined up with anything. It just takes forever. Moving on. Stone. Just straight up stone. Nothing much to it. When you mine up stone, you get cobblestone. So that's why I put them right next to each other. When you mine this up, you get this. And the reason why is because you're breaking a stone and it turns into a bunch of rubble. And you can put cobblestone into a furnace and it will actually turn it back into this if you cook it. So stone goes to cobblestone. Cobblestone can be put into stone. Moving on. These are all variations of sandstone. You will usually find these kinds in temples, sandstone temples. As you can see, it looks like it has a creeper face and an attempt to make hieroglyphics at the bottom. And then you have smooth sandstone, and yeah. Sandstone, you would think this isn't sandstone, but it is. This is what it looks like. This is smooth, this is normal. Alright, moving on. Netherrack. Netherrack is basically a source where if you put it down and you use flint and steel and you light it on fire, it never goes away. It stays on fire. This is found in the nether. It is the most common thing. It is like dirt in the overworld, in the netherworld. Moving on, soul sand. Soul sand, the thing about soul sand is it is very interesting. If I can get it the right level. Alright, so you can't tell. Everything looks level. But if I do this, I move into the soul sand, you'll notice I drop. Soul sand, you actually move a little bit slower, not by much, and since it's only one block, you can't even notice. But soul sand has those creepy little faces, and it is like mud, kind of, in the nether. Alright, moving on. Glowstone. Glowstone is found in the nether. It is an alternative light source. Other than all the lava and fire, glowstone also illuminates. Glowstone is an eternally illuminating resource. You can't turn it off. Unless you make a lamp, glowstone will continue to glow. When you break glowstone, you'll get 7 to 8 of these little guys here. Usually 7, I think. 7 or 6. Maybe even, I think it's 8. You get 8 of them, and then you can make a glowstone block and put them up somewhere. But that is glowstone. You usually have to mine up some netherrack or bring some stone with you and build your way up to get them, because they're usually hanging down from a surface area. Moving on, emerald. This is a very rare and expensive resource. These are good for trading with villagers and making emerald blocks just to show off and be like, boom, I got emerald. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So that's something that you can get when you mine up emerald. You get this. Immediately you will receive this emerald. Alright, moving on. Obsidian. Obsidian is made from water. Does not have to be the water source, just water hitting a lava source. So if I was to empty a bucket of lava right here and then put a water above it, the water hits the lava source, I get obsidian. If the water was to hit lava coming from the source, I get cobblestone, as you can see over there. So that is how obsidian is made and how lava and water work together. This is nether quartz, very rare in the nether. You can just use it to make some nice fancy materials, such as nether quartz blocks and stuff like that. This is end stone. You find this in the end. aka the End World, Ender World, going through the Ender Portal. End basically is just all it is at the end. This is the dirt in the end. Thing about the end is when you go in, you can't turn around and come back. You have to either die or kill the dragon and go through the credits. That is how you finish it. Alright, moving on. Stone brick, or fancy stone brick. These kind of things are usually found in, not dungeons, but abandoned mine shafts. I forgot what they're called. I'm just gonna call them dungeons. Basically, that's basically what they are. They're usually linked to finding end portals. You can usually find them in these areas. They're kind of like a labyrinth of iron doors and stairs and stuff like that, and it's very complicated, very dark. You have to be very, very, very careful in there. Very close quarters as well. So if you get hoarded, you better hope you can fight your way out. All right, cracked stone brick, mossy stone brick, and then stone brick. These two are just variations of, or all of these are variations of stone brick, usually found in those dungeons and labyrinths. Gravel, you can find gravel around waterfalls or in some areas randomly placed. Sometimes you won't get this all the time. This is called flint. This comes straight from gravel. You won't get it all the time, but it does come from gravel itself. Usually you have to keep mining a few blocks and you'll finally grab a piece. And then this is nether brick. These are usually found on nether fortresses, which can be spotted from a far distance, but are not very common. They're only found in the nether. So I hope you all found this episode very helpful. So quick rundown of all the resources. I'm not going to give you a lecture of them anymore, just a quick rundown. Gold, iron, coal, bedrock, lapis, diamond, mossy stone, mossy stone, however you want to say it, redstone, stone, cobblestone, fancy sandstone, smooth sandstone, sandstone, netherrack, soul sand, glowstone, emerald, obsidian, nether quartz, and end blocks, and dirt, and brick, whatever. Fancy stone brick, cracked stone brick, mossy stone brick, gravel, and nether brick. Hope you all found it very interesting, and as you can see, like I said earlier, glowstone will always illuminate. That is not torches, but that is glowstone. It will always, always, always illuminate. So, I hope you all found it very helpful in this episode, and I hope you all learned a lesson or two as to how Minecraft is. So, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.